So I want to show you something. This is the project I've been working on for last 8 months. It's called LATdx Testing Developer Experience, LATdx. And the main goal of this tool is to run Apex tests much faster than standard Salesforce testing API. I have a test class called demos. There is nothing special in this test, it's just variables and then some calculations, system debug and system assertion that is final is more than 0, and that's it, nothing special at all. Yeah, let's start this test. So this execution took 5 seconds. We can rerun it. The runtime itself took only 24. Now it's 32 milliseconds, and the response is also 5 seconds. Okay, now I will show you how fast you can run tests in Lightning with a LAT. So I'm starting, and that's it. 1 second. So once again, 843 milliseconds. Rerun. 777. 1.3. 676. Okay, so you see how much faster this test execution is. It is much faster. Also, let me show another feature of LATdx. You can change code of the tests without redeploying the test class. Greater than to less than, and I will not deploy anything. I will just rerun this test method, and you see it failed. A session failed. The total should be positive. Should be negative. Negative, right? Negative. Should be negative. So this is another feature that enables you to save the time, avoiding test deployment. You can change the test method without deployment. For example, if I will deploy this source code to the org, it will take me, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, somewhere 12 seconds. Sometimes it's faster, but sometimes it's even more than 12 seconds. Right? Let me even rerun this test. Now it should fail, but the time delay should be even greater, because it's a first run for this. First, Salesforce should compile this Apex test class and run it. So it will take more time. As you see, it takes much more than 5 seconds. Much more. It's already like 20 seconds. Let's wait for the result. I don't want to bore you with these waiting times, but this is Salesforce. It makes you bored, right? This is the pain of the developers. This is why I was dedicated of building LATdx, because me as a developer running tests daily, making changes into the test classes, making changes into the source code, deploying, waiting for the deployment, waiting these huge delays between executions. You see, it's still executing. I don't know, it's really crazy. Let me open the environment. Here is the query that queries Apex test run results. I filtered it by last 30 minutes, and you see this last one, it still last test execution was started and not yet finished. It was started 7. That like Salesforce time zone is not the same as mine. It says 10 hour my local time, and Salesforce is 7 hours. It's still being executed. You see, there is no end time yet. It's really crazy. So I just redeployed the test class, and I'm still waiting for the result. It's really crazy. Let's cancel it. Let's just cancel it. Okay, it took 2 minutes and without test result. Let's rerun it. I don't know, maybe it will help. already in progress, right? You cannot rerun it because, okay, it finished, it just finished. So it took somewhere almost 3 seconds, or 3 minutes, just to run this very simple test. I'm rerunning it, and please don't make us wait for another 3 minutes. It is extremely simple test method. No DMLs, no SQLs, nothing. Yeah, this is the frustration in Apex development. The testing is just, sometimes it's just horrible. Yeah, I agree that sometimes it's pretty fast. Sometimes, as I was shown on the beginning, it's only 5 seconds of waiting for this simple test as this one. But sometimes it is like this, like waiting for 20 seconds. You see? 20 seconds, the gap is 25 seconds, the feedback. It is really crazy. Yeah, and compare it with this 1.7. Yeah, I can change this test class, this method, and rerun it. I don't need to wait for deployment. I just change it and run it. That's it. No 30 seconds, no 2 minutes, 3 minutes waiting. Let me show you. Yeah, let's run, for example, something more complex. Here is the batch test method that utilizes a batch API, batch interface. So here I'm inserting accounts, I'm initiating the batch, and then I'm doing a query, checking what assert contains process description. Okay, so the batch is updating description field on the account, and it should contain processed by batch. Yeah, let's first run it in the Salesforce API. It started. Yeah, I don't know how much time we'll wait here. Let me maybe run it with the LATdx. Okay, we got the result. 24 seconds. Amazing time. 24 seconds. Let's run it with the LATdx. 4.3. 5.1. 4.1. Okay, you see how much faster it is. Let me show you something else. For example, another feature of LATdx is that the results of the test are coming asynchronously, so you can start fixing failed tests before all of the test method are executed. What do I mean? Let me run all of the tests. You see this one, success. These two are still running, but this one already failed. I can already see that I can start immediately working on fixing this test method or source code issue, not waiting for all of the other tests to be completed. It says that divided by 0, because v0 is 0, that's why I can put 1 here and run this test method. It takes more time because we have a sleep 2 seconds. That's why it takes this time. Okay, let me show you another feature of LATdx. I have disabled it. Now it's enabled. Look, another feature is that you can see the inline logs and variable assignments in your IDE. What I mean, you see, look here. This base price is like, maybe this is not the best example, but here it becomes more interesting. The result of this calculation, you can read the result of this calculation right here, and of this calculation right here, and this one as well. You don't need anymore to search for the system debugs in the logs. You see them immediately here in the code itself. So you can put something here, I don't know, like system debug, another calculation, subtotal plus tax amount. Let's rerun it. subtotal, final maximum, because it's final total. So you can debug it much more faster, not by searching. As I said, you don't need to search for the debug system debugs in the logs. You can see them right into the code, in the IDE, in the file. What else? Another cool feature is that you also get the test coverage. It is not as precise as it's not the same as the Salesforce test coverage, but it is pretty good estimation of the coverage. So there are some not like some just it's not the same as the Salesforce test coverage, but it is very close to. And the way it integrates into VS Code or other VS Code like IDEs is much better than a standard Salesforce extension. Look please here. I see the coverage of the test classes. It doesn't matter of the test classes, but I see the files coverage here. Yeah, I see also the coverage here in green, red in uncovered. Yeah, what else? If you don't need the coverage or inline logs, this one, you can disable those and run Apex testing, run Apex tests even faster. So for example, let me show you 710, 589. Yeah, maybe it will better be shown here. You see the batch now takes less than 2 seconds. 2.1, 1.9, 1.8, 1.4, 1.6. Before it was taking somewhere around 4 or 5. Let's rerun it with the standard Salesforce testing API. 9 seconds. Yeah, pretty fast, 9 seconds, right? But 5 seconds. It is very fast. 5 seconds, amazing. 2.2, 1.9. Yeah, and after we make any change, even add this new line here, and we will redeploy it. 9.9. 1.9. Okay, but it took 10 seconds, right, after deployment. But we don't need deployment. Like, I can make a change, another line, and rerun it. Another line. Minus line. I think that delay was related to the deployment. You see, 2 seconds. And now let's run after deployment with the standard testing API. Yeah, I think it will take some time. No, look, 11 seconds. Amazing. 6 seconds. Cool. Yeah, this is also very frustrating that sometimes it works pretty fast, like this 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. But sometimes it really takes minutes or 2 or 3. When with the LATdx, it is consistently much more faster than standard testing. When I first learned about test-driven development, I was so excited. I thought this is the solution, like this is the way how the software should be built. But in Salesforce, especially 5 years ago, the test execution was just horrible. It was so slow and not convenient, and it was just horrible. And as I said, now it's much faster, but with the LATdx, it is even much more faster. And you have also that debugging tools like system debugs inside your IDE. You don't need to download logs, you have them directly here. And yes, this is basically it. Let me know what you think about LATdx. If you want you can but join the waitlist here on the side, on the LATdx. Click on join the waitlist and leave your email address here. And I think that LATdx can have a great influence on the Salesforce development. If you are a product owner or a company like decision maker, I think that is also very wise to invest into the developer tools, because I think that developers will love to work with something like LATdx. Me personally, as a developer, I very love how it works, how it simplifies the process, how it makes process of development exciting and more enjoyable. Because waiting for the test result is not enjoyable. Yeah, that's it. Thank you.